What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode. In this one, we're going to be doing a review of SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy. And again, shout out to NIS America for sending a review copy over to us to be able to review it. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you my honest thoughts on whether this is a game that you should pick up, or whether you shouldn't, or maybe you'll be somewhere in between, in the middle. But that being said, go ahead and roll the intro music and let's go ahead and get right into it.
Hustle, sweat in my blood too. I'm ready to smell fear. I smell a lot. My competitors flex here. They smelled I was hot. I want it all. Excess, the sex, much success. Stress us. I want it all, no less. So come on.
Now with SNK Heroine Tag Team Frenzy, if you play King of Fighters 14, then you know graphically what you're getting into. Now basically the character models are using some of the refined art style that came from King of Fighters 14, because you know when King of Fighters 14 first came out, it looked very rushed, very PS2, early PS3 360 era-ish, and then they pushed out a patch which like greatly improved the graphical fidelity of the game. So you're getting the latter half graphical fidelity in this game, and it looks fantastic. The character models look like they basically came straight from King of Fighters 14. The only thing is that, you know, one of my biggest gripes with this game is the fact that the roster is so tiny. I mean, you have a lot of characters, and especially coming off a game like King of Fighters 14 where it launched with 50 plus characters, this is a major step back when I'm getting about 10 characters on average, or around that ballpark figure. And it felt like you know, it could have been more added to this game, but they just didn't go with it, and I'm a bit disappointed with that. Now we're going to talk about the gameplay, and a lot of people want to know how this game plays, and I'll be completely honest with you. When I started playing this game, I was disappointed, and I was greatly disappointed. I was so ready to just go all in on this game because I have an arcade stick, you know, for my Nintendo Switch, and I'm playing this on Nintendo Switch, and I was expecting this game to be just arcade bliss, you know, like I wanted this to be like King of Fighters 14, which is a very deep and robust system. And I didn't look into any of the other things like, you know, gameplay trailers or, you know, vlogs where they're talking about how the game plays at all. I literally went into this game blind, and I expected, based on the aesthetics, that it would play similar to King of Fighters 14. Unfortunately, it doesn't do that. And that's something that it's super simplistic. Okay, so look at it like this. Gameplay wise, this is very, very noob friendly. If you are someone who wants to get into fighting games and you don't have any experience with them, you're going to be fine with this. But if you're someone like me who likes using arcade sticks for fighting games, this is not the game for you, because you might as well play this with a controller. When it comes to special moves, you're not going to be doing quarter circle forwards, half quarter circles back, a Z formation, or anything like that. You're really going to be pressing left, right, up, or down, and A to do your special attacks. If you're Terry. Now typically with Terry, in any King of Fighters game, minus King of Fighters 98, you would hold down for about 2 seconds, kind of like you would with Guile, and then press up and then kick, and you would do your rising tackle. Well, in this one, you just hold down and you just press down and press A. There's no holding it. You don't have to hold it for 2 or 3 seconds. Down in the special attack button, and that's it. It's kind of like his power geyser, which typically it would be quarter circle forward and then punch, either light or strong punch. In this one, it's just special attack just by itself, and that does his power geyser. Crack kit, quarter circle backwards and kick. This one is just back and kick. So it's very simplistic. And you also have a button like your L button is for blocking, L plus any direction, like left or right, lets you dodge. If you're attacked and you're knocked out, you know, if you're in the air and you get knocked down, if you press L right before landing, you can do a recovery. And I hate saying this because I really hate comparing fighting games and Smash. But the game reeks of a lot of Smash characteristics. And I can understand because that's a very casual, I mean, it's got its Extreme League too, but it's a very casual, inviting game. And so they kind of parallel that. So it's less King of Fighters and more Smash to an extent. There are different things within the game system too. Like, it's not about trying to beat your opponent down to the point where they have no life. It's actually about beating them to the point where you can activate your dream finisher, which will just KO them. And a lot of the times, like the animations for these dream finishers are basically classic King of Fighters desperation moves. The thing is, what I've noticed, when you do the dream finish move, you'll see that the frame rate actually changes. So on the Nintendo Switch, both docked and undocked, the game runs at about, when you're in gameplay actually, or a fight, it actually runs at about 30 frames per second. But when it initiates the dream finisher climax move, then it actually transitions for the duration of that animation to 60 frames per second, and then it varies back down to about 30 frames per second. So you could say it's about the frame rate is dynamic. It's a dynamic frame rate because it switches based on what you're doing. Some cutscenes even run at about 60, and then some are at 30. I'm kind of neither here nor there about it. It is a little annoying, especially coming off of, again, King of Fighters 14, which runs at 60, but it is what it is. You know, there's not much you can do about it. Now, as far as the story mode goes, I mean, you got Kukuri from King of Fighters 14, and it's set technically after the King of Fighters 14 tournament. I've noticed a lot of people have not picked up on that, but it's after the King of Fighters 14 tournament. Basically, he's kidnapped the majority of the SNK Heroines from the King of Fighters franchise, primarily from King of Fighters 14. He's also captured Terry Bogard and turned Terry into a transsexual woman. Gender non-conforming binary. Not judging. I'm not judging. But yes, Terry's now a female. He's no longer wearing the Fatal Fury hat. He's wearing the Fatal Cutie hat. And he plays the same. He's just now got boobs and the butt. And his zipper unzipped for whatever godly reason. But it's still Terry nonetheless. Yeah, there are different other things you can do, like if you want to customize your character, you can customize your character from, you know, if you want certain paint on their face, if you want, you know, accessories, wings, things on their arms. The characters are fully customizable. You know, you can take the stock outfits that they give you, which is typically 3 outfits per character, and you can modify them as you want. So if you want to make a unique fighter, you can definitely make a unique fighter. When it comes to doing online battle, a lot of people want to know how the online is it stable online. Unfortunately, I was not able to get into any type of battles online just because only people that have this are reviewers, and I'm guessing not many were online when I'm trying to play this online. I mean, I'm out here in Hawaii, so for me to the mainland, time difference is anywhere from 4 hours all the way up until like 8. Well, no, 4 hours to like 6 hours. So it just time zone differences, but it is what it is. And then other than that, there's really not much else to say. I can see a lot of people having fun with this game. It's not terrible by any means, but I personally do not see myself continuing to play this game. I'm very let down. I was really willing to go all in and buy the collector's edition because I just wanted a King of Fighters 14 style experience on the Nintendo Switch, and I was very, very let down with that because this is not that type of game. It's good in its own right. It's fun in spurts. I can definitely see this appealing to people who are into waifus, who are I can definitely see cosplayers getting this game and being inspired by the different things of the characters. I can see it's good for casuals who want to get into fighting games, but they feel like the barrier of entry is just too high. But for those of us who are in the FGC, this is not going to do it for us. And at the price tag of $49.99, I can't recommend this to anyone who is into fighting games for the competitive side of it and sake of it. If you're someone who is into casual gaming and you just want to mash buttons and it look cool and you're pulling off cool moves, then buy this game. I think you will have a lot of fun with it. And with all the DLC that's coming, I think there's a lot this game has to offer for you. But for anyone else who is a fighting game aficionado, this is just not going to do it for you. I cannot recommend this to you unless you just want to have another SNK game in your library, which we've got plenty on the Nintendo Switch. Other than that, yeah, that's just it for this review. Again, thank you to NIS America for sending me this review code. I am greatly appreciative of it. It's a well-rounded game. It's not a bad game by any means, or any stretch of the means. It's just not for me, and I can be honest with you guys and with NIS America. This game just is not for me. If I'm with friends and they want to casually play this, I'll play it with them, but I probably won't ever play this again. But this gives me hope that we will possibly see King of Fighters 14 on the Nintendo Switch, because this can run on it. It's the same engine. I think eventually down the road we might get King of Fighters 14 or even King of Fighters 15, since King of Fighters 14 is about 2 years old now. So it's about time for the next entry. So with that being said, why don't you guys tell me what you think down in the comment section below. If you like this video and you want to see more, please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you did not like what I had to say, then definitely let me know. It's up to you. It's your prerogative. Just be respectful in the comments. But with that being said, I catch you guys in the next one. Deuces wild, too sweet, be the elite. And I'll see you in the next one.